The face is screwed up in this window. The face is screwed up in this window.
Did you find out the question, Alex? No. You're such a disappointment. Boy, can you do any damn thing right! Get out! Get out of my face! I hate you! I hate you so much! Just go away! Get out! Who are you to vex me with your perpetual idiocracy? Don't you dare run unless you find the question! Silly, pathetic, worthless piece of filth.
The base is screwed up in this window. The base is screwed up in this window.
Is it weird for you two, being the same soul or whatever?
I don't think it feels real when you say it like that.
I imagine that if Bella were to suddenly become me, she would feel very weird. I am constantly experiencing the emotions of all of my parallel lives. I am often sad, happy, excited, and aroused at the same time.
Aroused?
I experience every human state.
Okay, moving on.
No, I want to hear more about this. Is this why you sometimes get a look of bliss on your face and stare off into the distance?
That's when somewhere in a parallel life she's kicking your ass for asking such stupid questions, Alex.
Easy there.
I wonder what I'm like in my parallel lives. I have to say, this parallel life stuff blows. Compared to the concept of past lives, this isn't very exciting. If we had past and future lives, we would get to be something different in the future. Now I just get to be me and not realize I'm so many other things at the same time.
Perhaps you too should get an android shell for your physical form.
Yeah! I could be like you. Except I'd have more of a personality.
Perhaps my problem is that I have too much personality, as I am always dealing with a variety of stupid people at once. For example, I am currently a 12-year-old Scottish boy who just asked out a girl on his first date.
What? Girl, that's crazy!
I've only ever been Scottish one other time. It was not fun.
Any way to tell what I'm like in a parallel life?
Only if you ventured far enough into your mind dungeon. But then you'd end up like Michael, so I wouldn't recommend it.
I wonder if I'm a super kick-ass man with bulging biceps.
Is that desirable?
I don't know. Is it not? I like to pretend you're a really feminine and timid girl in one of your parallel lives, Alex.
I think we're going to get along, Chandra.
Okay, so I've got some questions for you, Miss the Essentia 2000. Do I need to use the, or can I just call you Essentia 2000, or just 2000? What about E?
Is that your question?
Oh, no, sorry. So, what happens when people die? Does death bring you into the soul space, or is that something different?
You are asking a very complex question of me. The only thing I can say is that I do not have a definitive answer for you. I have spent many hours exploring the soul space. There, I have encountered many people. Some of them are parallel versions of myself. However, never have I met a version of myself that has died. When someone dies, I lose contact with them. I can no longer sense them. And yet, there have been times where I can still sense the presence of my other self. I have come to observe that the ultimate death, to cease to exist entirely, only happens to those with worldly bonds. Death never truly comes to those who look out to the future.
So, what I'm getting from this is, you believe that if you die caring only about the world, you die forever?
I would say that is a possibility. However, please know that when I say the world, or worldly, I mean people who care for worldly goods, money, cars, physical possessions. I believe that companionship between souls is the only thing worth caring about. In this reality, it seems as if people only care about themselves and what they own. In many of my parallel lives, I have encountered individuals like this, but never as many destined for the ultimate death.
My sister cared about me, about my mom, my dad, and a lot of people. She gave away her things before she died. I think she wasn't a worldly person.
Rory, I am sure your sister was as fine a soul as you. I am eternally sorrowful that she ended her own life. Life is a rare thing. Many lives in all universes never take physical form, and to throw that gift away is a tragic thing.
I think I want to help people who feel that way. That I want to try and save people who want their lives to end. When this whole thing is over and we've saved everyone, I'm going to help everyone realize how precious this is. Yeah, I know it sounded lame, but I believe it.
Alex could learn quite a bit from you.
What? Lay off!
Okay, I have a very serious question, and I'm really hoping you can answer it seriously.
I will do my best.
Does Mahou Shoujo Haru know she might exist in other realities? Am I crazy in thinking that this anime transcends time and space?
Yes.
Damn. I was really hoping it actually was as important to everyone as it is to me.
No, I mean, yes, it does exist in other realities. In one reality, the three sisters are brothers. In another, they are 3 sea lions. And of course, in one, they are all cats who are dating.
Dating cats? But they're still sisters, right?
Yes.
That sounds so freaking awesome! This brings a whole new dimension! I almost want to astral project myself into the soul space right now and check out these various iterations of Mahou Shoujo Haru no Shimai!
Please tell me you're joking. There is no way that this is a thing.
I'm afraid it is.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as you're okay.
Bella is lying.
What? She just said she was okay. Man, I wish I could get in her mind like you can.
You do not need a pan-dimensional mental link with Bella to see that she is lying.
That's how it feels sometimes.
I just wanted to tell you that you've come to mean a lot to me, Alex. You, Michael, Chandra, everyone. I'm so happy I left my reality for this one. Even if this one ends, that year I had with you and everyone else was totally worth it.
I couldn't imagine my life without this reality. Without this, Alex. You are so very important. Alex, there is something I'd like to ask you, and it's going to be a bit tough for you to hear.
What's up?
When the end comes, and there is nothing left to do but die, will you leave your body behind and join me in the soul space?
You really don't think we can win, do you?
I am afraid I don't know either way. I believe we may have a chance. All things are always 50-50. It will either happen or not happen.
What's it like to enter the soul space? Does it hurt?
You are reduced to pure spirit. Your flesh dissolves. Your form dissipates. You will float in space, liberated from corporeal form. You exist with the freedom to travel wherever you please. You are adrift in the void. It is magical, and it does not hurt.
So how do I do it?
You must realize how unimportant you are. You must surrender yourself to the soul space and forfeit your right to a physical form. Agree to give up your lot in physical space and accept that you do not need it. Admit to yourself that your physical form is nothing more than a crutch.
I don't know if I could do that. I have only ever known a physical form. I can't imagine not living like this, eating, drinking, reading, playing games. That's what life is to me. I understand that there's more. I really do, but I can't let go of what I've been trained to know.
Maybe this is why you've never felt the existence of the soul space. You have never lost anything. Don't worry. When the reality around you is obliterated, you will understand loss.
Let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
So, I have a serious question. It's pretty deep, and I'm a little afraid of the answer.
What's up?
I find it unlikely that she expects you to answer, Alex. Obviously, this question is aimed at either the Essentia 2000 or myself.
So, if each reality is drastically different from each other, what does it mean if two realities share a common concept? Does this make this concept more real?
First, I should note that there are similarities between each reality, and then there are not. Some realities are strikingly close to one another. For me to answer the question, I will need you to give me a specific example. Perhaps something more complex than, if the sun is blue in two realities, does that make it actually blue over the suns that are yellow or chicken?
Okay, fine. Does the concept of God exist in all realities?
No. God does exist in some realities. In others, he does not.
So, are you saying in some realities God is a present force that you can get direct feedback from?
How nicely worded. And yes, that is correct.
So then, if God made all the realities and yet doesn't exist in some, does this make God less important? Less omnipotent? If there is a God in one reality and not in another, why would God make a reality that doesn't have him in it? That seems pretty bogus to me. Almost like the people who get God in their reality are lucky, or less lucky depending on how you look at it.
She's lying.
Who is?
The Essentia 2000 is lying. She doesn't know if there is a God in another reality. I've seen many realities, and some do not have the word God, or have a concept of spirituality. But there is no reality that directly has a God or does not. She can't know the answer to this question. She is lying.
Now I don't know what to believe.
There might be a God. There might not be. Don't let a piece of electronic junk, no offense, tell you what to do.
Okay, if she's leaving, I'm gonna get out of here. Way too many dudes.
Alex, listen to me. Something is seriously wrong here. Can you feel it? It's in the air. The air is different. The light is different. Everything this reality knows to be true feels wrong. It's as if everything is in flux. Can you feel it? Alex?
Look, man, I'm getting tired. Let's sleep on that.
screwed up in this build up. Your face is screwed up in this build up.
Have you found the Dungeon Master? He's tricky to find. Tell me, have you been enjoying your time in the Dungeon of the Mind? It can be overwhelming, never knowing if you're making the right choice, afraid to act, because the paralyzing fear that you've chosen wrong. I chose wrong once. I want to go away. Far away. Just to get out of here. To be on my own. Well, not here. That's how I wound up here. Inside the Dungeon of the Mind. I had a mom, but no dad. Mom got weird when Dad left. Things were fine for a while. But before I knew it, life had changed so much there was little to be happy for. So, I cried myself to sleep every night. I screamed every night. I tried running away. Never got very far. And you know what? I got away once. Far away. But I came back. I felt terrible that my mom was left all alone. So I went back. When I got home, things were better for a while. Then they got worse. Screaming, throwing things. Accidentally on purpose, blowing out the pilot light on the stove. So, I willed myself to escape. And I got far away. Did I make the right choice? No. I'm asking you! Did I make the right choice? Is this better? Did I screw up? I can't ever leave you now! All I can do is stay here and count among the Dungeon Master's thoughts! Do you realize how many thoughts he has? I need to get out. Can you help me get out? Didn't think so. Of course you can't. You're trapped here too. Just like me.
Your face is screwed up in this build up. Your face is screwed up in this
Did you figure out the question? Me either. That's why I'm here. There are no questions here. No one to bother you to do stuff. I like it here. It's peaceful.
Your face is screwed up in this window. Your face is screwed up in this window.
You basic.
I have sustained.
LP talk!
You basic. You basic.
LP talk!
I have sustained damage. I have sustained damage. I have sustained damage.
Trick shot! This is your brain on drugs! Stop it! $11.99! Trick shot! Huh!
case is screwed up in this.